Hi Felix, how are you? I haven't seen you for a while, and I wanted to share the story that we enjoyed together about the bunnies that were looking down into the village and how they went through the whole year, seeing all the different special flowers and all the bridges that were in the story. So I wanted to tell it to you again so you can have it when you feel like watching. So here's the book. I don't know if you remember. This was the little bunny story, and they were looking down in the little town late at night, and the fireworks were going off, and there were firecrackers going off. They make a lot of noise. They're very noisy. And then there's these little lanterns that were lighting up the village, and the bunnies were so interested in seeing what was going on down in this little town that was at the bottom of the hill. And then we went and looked through different parts of the calendar. This is a calendar that has 12 months of the year, and the first one is in February, when the snow is melting off the mountains and the river and the lake is full of water, and it's growing. All the plants and the flowers are starting to all come out. And these flowers, I think, were the plum blossoms. These are plum blossoms. And then the next one we saw was one of the jasmine flowers. These are the jasmine flowers. And so this was in the month of March, which has already passed. But again, the water from the mountains was flowing down into forming lakes, and the little bunny was just watching all the water coming out, and all the flowers around him were growing, and the sun is shining, and it was really a happy time to look forward to. And then the next one we see is going to be the picnic. If you remember, you like the picnic with the tea and the oranges and all the orange flowers. The orange flowers are from the Qingming festival that bring lots of fruit and the tea. So he's having a picnic, and he's gonna have some tea and have some oranges. And he's sitting on the top of the hill where all these beautiful orange blossoms are growing up in the top of the mountain. In the next picture, we've got the peonies. These are the peonies that are blooming, and they're still playing in the grass, and now there's more bunnies, and they're all getting together and they're enjoying all the peonies that are all different colors. Remember, there's yellow ones, there's red ones, and there's orange ones. In the next picture, oh, this is the Dragon Boat Festival. So during the Dragon Boat Festival, you can see the lake where all the dragon boats were put out, and they race each other every year in June. And the little bunnies are watching the dragon boats that are on the lake, and they're going to race pretty soon. And it's a beautiful spring, summery day. And remember, this a little picture of this little dragon boat here too. I know you really enjoyed these pictures, so I wanted to show them to you again. And then what happens is there's the rice fields. And this is a night scene where all the bunnies are looking at the rice fields where they grow the rice. Remember, these are the little rice kernels. They grow it like this, and they blow in the wind. And all the bunnies are looking at the stars in the sky, which are so bright, and it's lighting up all the rice fields. In the next picture, there's a bridge in it, and it's about Valentine's Day. So the bunnies are like together, and they're so happy together, the two of them. And there's the bridge where they use the bridge to cross the lake. And these look like actually little lotus flowers that are floating in the lake. And that's a beautiful bridge, and there's a little birdie back there too. Can you see the birdie? I don't know if we noticed the birdie before, but I just saw that. That's already going through the summertime. And then this is the osmanthus flower. I'm not that familiar with that flower type, but they look very pretty, very interesting. Oh, they're actually fruits. So this is probably something more like luguat. That's a fruit that comes from the flower. And all the bunnies are just kind of hanging out and enjoying the view. They're looking over the hill and seeing the mountains in the background. And then the next one, it's already turning into the fall, turning into autumn, and all the leaves of the flowers and the trees go brown, and they used to be green, and then now they're turning brown and red, and they turn dark and they start falling off the trees. So these are the spring, the autumn time, and all the little bunnies are still looking at the river now. It's starting to turn into a little more dry than it was before, and all the plants are starting to die off. And then we get to the top of the mountain, and in this time of year there's dragonflies. So these are the little dragonflies that are flying around. They're little insects, and all the bunnies are running around chasing the dragonflies, and the dragonflies are chasing them in this beautiful mountain scene. See all the little bunnies running up and down? See what else they're doing. There's one little dragonfly over here, one little tiny one, see? And pretty soon it's getting towards the end. These are the camellias. These pink flowers are camellias. And I bought you a little camellia plant so that you can remember the flowers that are camellias. But the ones that I bought you are white, and they're outside the unit right now. And here's another little bridge that the bunnies used to hop across, and they go to this little house here. And it's still in the mountains because you can still see the snow in the mountains, and it's still a sunny day. It's really pretty. And I think that's the end.